Hi, RD Barry here. Welcome to day 78 of my Let's Play of Slime Rancher. Yeah, and we ended a bit early last time. So I just did the stuff around the farm overnight, so I didn't have to do a whole day off screen. So I just did a few hours off screen in effect. And we are converging on the credits, or the ending credits, or the not quite ending credits, because there's still more game after that, but so there is more content, but I did want to try to get to that in this session. I did look up what you have to do, and it's not something I would have ever thought to do, because I thought I had already did it, so I would have been wasting a lot of time if I had just tried the if I hadn't just looked it up. So let's go ahead and do that. It's not a big deal. Let's see, I need to get to I need to go north, basically. I'll hide here for a bit. Right, so I want to go this way. Here we go. Right. Through the pass here. Oops. Ouch. Okay. And the idea is to go to the North Passage here. That's the wrong way. I think there's no, that's not it. Let's see. Alright, I'm still getting lost here, so that's not good. See, now I thought this was a dead end, but then, I thought I came back this way. Yeah, or no? Right, here we are, yeah. Oh, there's a treasure pod, interestingly. Alright, so I wanted to get into this passage here. This is the famous passage with the missing pieces of the floor. Here we go. Now, according to the now this is according to a video of or a help video. There is a Hobson clue here, and I believe we covered that one. There was a Hobson clue here. Right, and I believe we covered that one also. And apparently, okay, there's a third clue here. I chose my door. I went back to the ranch and properly sold it. I packed my things and took a tour of this beautiful land one last time, leaving these little notes for you. It was time I said goodbye to the life I had. My hands and feet tingled as I approached this monolithic warp terminal. What lay ahead of me was an adventure unlike anything I had ever known in my life. I stepped onto the platform, my heart racing. Okay, so this is the warp platform, and I don't know if that actually works or not. Apparently that's not what you need to do to finish the game, but we do need to read this last one. But I didn't go. I had packed for a new adventure, but it wasn't going to be beyond space and time. So I said a little goodbye to what could have been and headed to Thora's ranch. I'm looking forward to hearing the sound of those wind chimes. So he chose romance over adventure, I guess, is the upshot. I've never been in love before, never known anything like it. It's time I got to knowing what all the fuss was about. So good luck to you, Beatrix. Always remember to use your head, but let your heart do the thinking every now and again. It might surprise you. And I'm not sure, but it's possible that which message you get depends on how you have the switch up there set. Because I don't think that's the message I got earlier. I'll have to experiment with that and see how that goes. Anyway, assuming I'm really that curious, I don't know if I am or not. So anyway, that was apparently what you needed to do. You need to go through the entire final area there and whoops. And read the last message. And when you do that, that triggers the end, but not right away, because all these things have timers on them. Let me just grab these. In fact, all of Casey's letters, they're not. They are linked to specific events. Like there's one that you get when you open. Well, when you open slime doors. I think the first 4 or so you get a different Casey letter, but it doesn't happen immediately. It happens game day after you open it. So sometime tomorrow morning, so day 79, around 9 o'clock or so, we should probably be getting another letter from Casey. At least that's if the information that I got was correct, so we'll have to see on that, I guess. In the meantime, right, I want to head back here, I guess. Where the heck am I? Right. Yeah, here we go. So let's continue back to the ranch, and so that didn't really take too long. It would have taken me forever to figure out that that's what I needed to do, because I thought I had covered all those Hobson signs, so I never would have thought of activating that last one. But apparently I did on my other playthrough, so that apparently was the difference, and we'll just have to see. So what I wanted to do for the rest of the day, and until we get the letter, assuming that we do get one, was to set up some drones and see how how those might work. So I've got enough materials for 2. So I'm gonna do those. And I'm gonna put those, let's see. I'm gonna put those, let's see, I wanna put them, wanna find a fashion pod remover. Okay, so that's another time thing. I guess you get that one or a day after you get your first fashion pod, which we did with the right. So I'm not sure what that did. I haven't set up a fashion pod yet, so I'm not sure why I would want to remove one at this point. So so the rad plorts look pretty look like they're getting a good price at the moment. So what I'm gonna do is plant some phase lemons. And I've got all that stuff in storage here. No, I can't. You can't store. Oh, I just want to. There we go. So phase lemons. So you can't store slimes, so I'm gonna have to go to the oh, there it is. Oh, that wasn't that long at all. All right. Let me go to the moss blanket and get some phase, or actually I wanted to get those from the ancient ruins, right? Because that's where they are. Alright, so I got some quantum slimes, and I'm going to head back to the ranch here. There's probably an easier way to get back to the ranch, but I didn't think of it at the time. Yeah, okay. So actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna I'm gonna get another phase lemon. I was gonna set this up in the main area of the ranch, but I think I'm gonna do it in the overgrowth instead. So let's do it that way. So I'll leave that there for now, and I might take it out later, because what I'm going to do is just going to let these or you know what, I can put them in here. Let's put those in there, and let's start let's see, do I have a garden in here? I thought I did. Yes I do. Okay. And let's upgrade this so they grow just a bit faster here. Okay. Alright, so, I'm gonna, start putting the, you know, these guys are not happy, so I better feed them a little bit manually, so they don't, start running away and stuff. They were pretty hungry when I captured them, so it wasn't probably a good idea to feed them. I don't know if they keep the same hunger that they have when you capture them, but I'm not gonna take any chances here. So let's see. So that's 2 each. They should be happy with those for the moment. There's plenty of plorts there. Alright, so let's see if I can put these, drones down. The drones are kind of bee-based. I don't know if you noticed that from the ingredients, but there was the honey plorts and honeycombs involved, so there is some bee influence to their construction. I also never get around to doing this Gordo snare, but I'm still trying to see how that works really. So anyway, so you create it, and there it is. It hasn't been programmed yet. I'm gonna do the other one as well here. Okay. So the idea is, so I already have some plorts in here, and actually, you know what? These need to be emptied. So let me take a moment and empty those. Do that. Cut this out. Okay, so that's now empty, and I've got plorts in the plort collector. Now I'm going to let's see. I want to get the plorts I have here and start selling them. So the price will last up until midnight. So that's what I'm going to try to sell as many as I can today, or until right now. So I'll start collecting them now. So that'll be about 300 that I'm going to get. So 300 times, I think it was like in the 80s or something. So let's start programming it. There's a target, source, and destination. The target is going to be quantum plorts. So that's what you're going to be moving around. The source is going to be the plort collectors. So this will work on any plort collector in the in this expansion. So it will only work in the overgrowth here. I can't do any sources or destinations outside where the drone is located. And destination is going to be the silo. So there we go. And activate. And it's detected some plorts in the plort collector there, so it's going to go get them. follow it around here. In order for it to do anything, it has to sense that there's something for it to do. So unless you have space in your unless you have plorts that are ready to go and space in the silo for them where they for the drone to put it, it won't. It'll just sit there and rest, basically. And I don't know why it went that way. That was weird. So anyway, it's done. Maybe it's taking a look around for other. Are there other? Where the heck did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's taking kind of a roundabout. Oh, I see. It's making 2 trips. All right. So I guess there were more plorts than it could carry. So we'll let that do its thing for a while, and it's powered by water. So every once in a while, you've got to take your water cannon and shoot water at the thing. But that should be enough. That's a lot faster than doing what the drone is doing, I think. All right, so that's collecting the plorts from here and taking them to the storage. I also want to get the lemons from the tree and take them to the corral. So let's do that one. So the target is lemons. Base lemon. Source is the garden. You could also program it to grab, materials that are just lying around. So those outside plots, I think, would work for the overgrowth here if you wanted to collect carrots or pogo fruit or whatever. So, but I wanted to do the gardens, and the destination is going to be the auto feeder. I guess you could have it just drop it directly into the corral, but well, let's try it. Just putting it directly in the corral. See how that works. Active. You can always change it later. Okay. So that has detected some lemons, and it's gonna go. It's gonna go do its thing. I want to keep an eye on the time here because I want to get back before dawn here. And oh, okay. Is it ready here? Okay, right. And I guess it's just gonna drop the lemons right into the. There we go. Okay. And I assume the next time the plort collector runs, that will the other drone will go ahead and do that. So let's do the. Let's get back here because it's almost dawn. Try not to pull any overnighters here. Okay, so let's sleep until morning here. And I'm not gonna read that star mail just yet. Let's see how this worked out. So I'm gonna so the reason I wanted to do quantum plorts was because it's got such a big price. It actually went down since last time, but it's still the highest one, except for gold, I guess. So, basically what I can do is since I have all those in storage, I can sell all 300 at a time here. It's actually more than 300 now. And that will crash the price, but I don't care because by the time the price goes down, it'll be too late, and I'll have already gotten the higher price from today's sale. So I think that if you want to really grind your cash, that's the approach I think you take. So 83 times 300 is what, 224,000 approximately, which is a pretty good chunk of change. These guys are still working. Right. So my thinking was I'd sell these all in one day, and then I'd have the drones like maintain or kind of restore the restore what's in the silo, so they'll be available when I need them for the refinery, or for when the price goes up again. Let's just sell these too. Oh, broke 100K. I don't know if that's the first time I've done that. Alright, so I've sold all the quantum plorts I had in storage, and the drone are the drones, and the slimes are working together to fill that back up again, so I don't really have to do anything except occasionally splash them with water here. And when that's done, I can switch over to a different crop, I guess. One with whichever plort is the best price at that time. So crystal seems to be going up. That might be the next one, but I guess we don't know. So anyway, the price of this price will stay at 83 until midnight, and then it'll probably crash because I've sold so many, and I'll just have to lay off the quantum plorts until then, or till the price returns up into the 80s again. I've seen some of these plort prices go up into the hundreds, or not hundreds, but over 100. So 300 times 100 is 30,000, so that's quite a chunk. And that's probably how you would grind cash later in the game, which you'll kind of need to do if you wanted to do the 7Z Club to any degree, because that gets progressively more and more expensive. I'm not my intuition is you'll need some significant portion of $1 million to actually complete that. Even if assuming that even it does have a completion, but we'll have to see. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that in this playthrough, I think. Anyway, so I've had this mail blinking for a while, and it's about time that I read that. Okay. Another tour. Hi B, there's another tour coming up and I have a feeling that this will be the one. So here I am packing my bags and thinking of you. Maybe this is how it felt when you were leaving for your big adventure. Lots of excitement, lots of butterflies. Even though I know you're so far away, I keep thinking that maybe I'll catch you somewhere out there in the crowd. If ever that happens, I promise I'll sing a song for you. It wouldn't be the first time. Okay. So that was the last mail from Casey, and that turns out to be the trigger, because once you've read all of Casey's mail, at least once, that will trigger the ending credits. So, and at least that's what I'm told. So, what I'm gonna do at this point is turn off the game audio. I can hear it, but it shouldn't be recording, so I'll have to see how that works. But if I return to Ranch, there we go. That day, Beatrix took a moment to reflect. She thought about Hobson and Thor and the adventures she'd had exploring the far, far range, but most of all she thought of Casey and wondered where her life would take her next. Okay, so, this is the credits. I'm hearing, the background song, but I'm not recording it because, I don't want to get copyright, flags. So, either find another YouTube with it. If you search for, Slime Rancher credits music, you'll find plenty of examples. So anyway, just some final thoughts on the game. It's a fun game. I had some problems with it. It kind of got all the searching around for stuff was kind of getting on my nerves after a while, and the fact that a lot of the areas were very maze-like and confusing. I don't like getting lost very much. I mean, I understand they want to make it a challenge, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I tend to get lost very easily, and it's not that fun to just to be wandering around trying to find your way around and not knowing where you are, and just anyway, you do eventually learn your way to you eventually learn to be familiar with these areas, but it takes a long time, and it's like I don't know. It was hard to get used to, I guess. So it was probably me, but anyway, stay wiggly. Anyway, I'm gonna turn the game music back on. There we go. And yeah, eventually, yeah, we get a letter from Hobson now. This is, I think, the only letter that we get from him. I just wanted to say thanks for taking care of the old ranch. I know I left it in a bit of a sorry state, from what I hear. And from what I hear, it's looking mighty fine these days. Well, it's actually looking about the same because I never did the 7Z Club stuff. So, and actually I kind of prefer it the way it looks now. It's kind of rustic and homey looking. I've done the 7C stuff on the other Let's Play, and it's not. It's fancier, but I don't know if I really like it as much. Anyway, makes me feel all warm and fuzzy knowing that it's in such good hands. As a little thank you, I've activated 3 secret vaults that I built years ago to stash a small fortune of mine. I had always planned on using it as walking around money in the great beyond, but I ain't needing for that no more. What? Okay, I'm not sure if I can parse that correctly. Yeah, I'm not sure what version of English that is, but I don't think I'm familiar with it. Anyway, but you know me, I like a good adventure. I'm not telling you where the vaults are located. Go explore. Yes. So, yeah, so, Hobson has left 3 vaults, and, I'm pretty sure those are the, what we're supposed to do with the 3 leftover, slime keys. And, I think any moment we're going to get a message saying that there's an additional, slime key available for purchase here. That's just in case, you can't, you didn't find all of them, and sure enough, I actually didn't find all of them. I looked one up, but just in case you want to do it that you didn't want to look up where it was, you can just buy that last one. So anyway, in terms of the final thoughts here, what we just saw is pretty much the closest thing there is to a cutscene in the game. I'm gonna clear those out because I've stopped growing food for them, so they're getting upset. So there's no real story or plot or anything, and it turns out I kind of missed that. I mean, there are plenty of like open-ended games out there, and I kind of got the impression though that they don't really give you any goals to work for other than just making money, and it's like after you've got a good income going, and you've got your plots upgraded and whatnot, it's really not that important. So you're kind of left without a goal at that point, and you're kind of guess. So that's what I was doing a lot of the times. Just I'm sort of guessing. Well, let's see what is it that I haven't done yet that might be. Yeah, there's the notification. What is it that I haven't done yet that might get me to the end of the game here? I'm not going to buy that, by the way. And there's just a lot of content that's just sort of optional, so it's like you don't know what to skip and what what you need to do to get to the end, and or to complete any kind of story, or what story that there is. So yeah, it's a casual game. There's not really too much danger or anything like that in there. But on the other hand, once you take away the kind of what the goal is, that it seems a little seems like you don't really have a direction that they want you to go in. So anyway, so yeah, so it's overall a good game. I wouldn't call it a classic, but I think it is at least worth a try. But I guess I thought I would like it a little bit more than I actually did, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so that will be it, except for occasional uploads. If I do pick up the game, like occasionally, I will be starting a new game. Let's see how these guys, my drones are doing. I will be starting a new game at some point. Grab these. I will be starting a new game at some point. I've also got other games on this channel. I just did a well, my last official Let's Play was Portal, the classic Portal game. I've also got a Let's Play of a demo of a game in development called Aloft. Let's throw these in there. So yeah, I do have other content, and most people like to put in the reminder to like and subscribe. I'm not really so much concerned about that, but I do like it when people leave comments, because especially if it's something that I got wrong, or something that needs to be clarified or something like that. So that's what I prefer, is if you have something to say about the Let's Play, then leave a comment. Anyway, so that will be it for the time being for Slime Rancher. And stay tuned for my next game. So long.